petrified of rejection. Would you try? Would you fly? Guided through the rain, you won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame. Learn to see the light by fighting through the pain. You won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame. From the ash you'll rise again. It's the light at the end of the tunnel, the silver line to the cloud. We all have a personal struggle. Now's the time, screaming loud. Guided through the rain, you won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame. Learn to see the light by fighting through the pain. You won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame. From the ash you'll rise again. It's never too late to change your fate. It's your life to choose, nothing left to lose. It's never too late. One life create. It's your life to choose, nothing left to lose. God.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Celestial Temple. My name is Astro-Ascension. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the stream. So tonight we're gonna be doing all signs for Thursday. And this is for the theme here is the moon in Taurus. This was a postponed stream. I moved it to Thursday because I was finally ill on Monday. The original stream date was Monday, but I fell violently ill. Was throwing up, and things like that, and was pretty much sick. Almost went to the hospital, but I'm okay now. So welcome everybody. So what's going on with the cosmos at this time? Is that today is the 9th. So what's going on? With the cosmos at this time is that we have a Mercury retrograde in Cancer. We have Neptune retrograde in Aries. We also have Pluto in retrograde as well. So we got a lot of planets in retrograde. Also, the moon is in Taurus. So the moon is exalted. She is exalted right now. So with the moon in Taurus. So the main theme here is the moon in Taurus. So the moon in Taurus tells us to be secure, to focus on our resources, self-love. That's what I'm seeing here with the moon in Taurus. We're thinking about it. We're thinking about our self-love, since Taurus is a Venus ruled sign. So we're focusing on our self-love and taking care of ourselves. Also, the moon in Taurus signifies is that we desire fortune here with that. So when the moon is exalted, that means there are high emotions. So it brings for positive emotions there. So also we have if I haven't mentioned it earlier, we have Mars and Uranus conjuncting each other in Gemini. So this brings for intense change. This brings for intense revolutions is what I see out of here. So revolutionary ideas, revolutionary thinking at this time. And also this brings for impulsive actions there. So that's what's going on. So let me welcome everybody to the chat since we have people joining in right now. So welcome, Cat Goddess. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the well wishes. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling better there. So today I'm going to be using the Thoth Tarot, the Astrology dice, and the Moonology cards for this stream. So I'm changing things up. I'm using the Thoth deck, the Thoth deck for the all signs, and I'm using Celestial Tarot for the Ask Anything streams and the energy checks. So that's what I'm doing. So now all that's out of the way. We're gonna get into the readings. So we're gonna start off with Aries, and then we're gonna finish it off with Pisces. So as always, hope it resonates for everybody. So calling on Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, Hestia, Persephone, be present on this reading. What does Aries need to know for this week and for the moon in Taurus? All right, Aries. You have the Princess of Swords in the core position. The Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Wands reversed in the waxing position. And finally, and the Prince of Discs in the waning position. And finally, Two of Discs in the shadow position. All right. So what's culminating for you, Aries? Is that you have the Princess of Swords. So this is the birth of new ideas, new thoughts coming in. Communications, with that Princess of Swords here, and it's also about reflection. So Aries, I see what's coming in for you is that you're at a point where you're generating new ideas. You may be reflecting, and so you may be standing on your truth here because you have Neptune retrograde, and you have Neptune retrograde in your sign. So this brings for reflective energy with that Princess of Swords. Now, where this is coming from is the Queen of Wands reversed here. So I feel like for you, Aries, you have some inner passion. You have some inner passions. You're coming from having passions, but you're hiding them at this time here. So I feel like for you, Aries, you're building up the courage. You're building up the confidence here to really go through life here with that Queen of Wands reverse energy. So this is developmental, and it also warns you to not be so prideful, to not be arrogant, to not fall into hubris for this time here. So where this is going is the Prince of Discs. So you are heading towards stability. You're heading towards working here. So I see you're gonna be focused on work, and bringing in the resources here with that Prince of Discs. Now, shadow position, we have the Two of Discs, and the keyword is of this card is change. So Aries, I see what you want here is change. You want to be able to balance out your resources, your time, your energy, with that Two of Discs. So this opens up to you. So you want to reprioritize, get your priorities in order, with that Two of Discs there. So now I'm going to do the Moonology here. All right, Aries. You got luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. So this is telling you to go outside your comfort zone. With that new moon in Sagittarius, it's telling you to go out of your comfort zone, to go travel, to go to expand outward here. And this is calling on the Queen of Wands reversed here. So it's telling you to expand yourself. It's telling you that what do you have? It's asking you, what do you have against you? you have a lot for you here. So Aries, luck is on your side with that new moon in Sagittarius. Now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. Hello, Jean. How are you? So we have Pluto in Virgo in the 6th house here. So I do see that you want to that in your work here you're reanalyzing and editing what you're working on with that Pluto and Virgo in the 6th house here. So I do see that you wanna bring back that a little more of doing things right, doing things by the book here, with that Pluto and Virgo in the 6th house here. So do not be perfectionistic is what I'm seeing here. So hope this resonates for you, Aries, and thank you for your question. I'm doing well, Jean. A lot better than Monday. All right, so we're gonna go on to Taurus. So calling on Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, Hestia, and Persephone to be present in this reading. What does Taurus need to know for the moon in Taurus? All right, Taurus. You have lust in the core position. You have the Queen of Wands reversed in the waxing position. Prince of Cups in the waning position. And finally, adjustment in the shadow. So Taurus, we know that the moon is in your sign. So this is gonna make you emotional at this time here, and really focusing inward here. But so what's culminating right now is lust. So this is that being confident, that lady Babylon, that lady Babylon energy here, with lust here. It's also it's in coordination to strength here. So I do see with this card it so I do see what's culminating for you right now is that you're focusing on your strengths. You're focusing on you're showing your confidence here, with lust here. So your power here. And where this is coming from is the Queen of Wands reverse here. So Taurus, I see that you haven't been feeling so confident in the past. So now this is more like you're building the confidence. You're developing it. So so the key here is to direct that confidence outward. Queen of Wands reverse shows that you've been directing it inward. You've had inner confidence. You haven't been able to pull it outward with that Queen of Wands reversed here. So where this is heading is the Prince of Cups here, where I do see that that you may have a lot to emotionally offer to people with that Prince of Cups here. So I do see that you're going to make emotional offerings, and I do see with that Prince of Cups here is that it's gonna be an emotional time, and you're gonna be expressing those emotions with the Prince of Cups here. So now what's in the shadow is that we have adjustment. So what do you want right now is that you want to have alignment in your life here. You want to come into alignment. You want to come into balance here with adjustment. So changing up things that can bring you this balance here with adjustment here. So I'm going to do the Moonology here. All right, Taurus. You got your dreams need a practical plan. So you have the full moon in Taurus, and wow, we have the moon in Taurus here. So so the energy is that you're focusing on the practical right now, having the so getting a practical plan in place with that full moon in Taurus energy here. So I see, Taurus, you want practicality here with that full moon in Taurus. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice. So we have Jupiter in Libra in the 10th house here. So I do see within your career, within your reputation, with that Jupiter in Libra in the 10th house, you are going to bring maximum stability into your career, balance, major alignment is what I'm seeing here with the Jupiter in Libra in the 10th house here. So it's also showing intense connection to your career with that Jupiter in Libra in the 10th house here. So hope that resonates with you, Taurus. And we're on to Gemini. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate. Apollo, Hestia, Persephone be present in this reading? What does Gemini need to know for this week for the moon in Taurus? All right, Gemini. You got the 10 of discs in the core position, 4 of discs in the waxing position, Knight of discs in the waning position, and finally the Princess of discs in the shadow position. So we're focusing on earthly matters for you, Gemini. And this may be regarding the moon in Taurus. So Gemini, what's coming for you right now is the 10 of discs, and the key word here is wealth. So this is inheritance. This is inheritance from the Mother Earth. This is inheritance from Mother Gaia, and bringing in that wealth here, with that 10 of discs. So what's coming in for you right now is that you're focusing your energy on wealth, bringing in wealth here. With that 10 of discs. So I see that this is motivated, and having that motivation there, towards that wealth there. So where this is coming from is the 4 of discs. You've been saving up. You've been building your structures. You've been disciplined, with that 4 of discs. And also shows that you've been conserving your resources here, with that 4 of discs. Now, where this is leading is the Knight of discs. So this is bringing in the wealth, doing the work. So you're working towards that wealth. I see you working. I see a little bit of slow movement, focusing on the process, forward, with that Knight of discs. Now, finally, in the shadow position, we have the Princess of discs. All right. So we have the Princess of discs here. So this brings also wealth, opportunities for wealth, opportunities for money coming in, with that Princess of discs. You want so I see, Gemini, you're manifesting someone to come forward to give you that wealth, to give you that opportunity for wealth here, with the Princess of Discs here. So I'm gonna do the Moonology here. And this has been stalking us lately, so this is the second time it's came out. So Taurus, you have the new moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side, so this is telling you to expand outward, to go outward. Be optimistic about the future. So this is telling you to expand, telling you to go out of your comfort zone here, with that new moon in Sagittarius. So Taurus, so Gemini, luck is on your side. So get out of your comfort zone there. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. So we have Uranus and Taurus in the 7th house here. So I do see within your partnerships here is that you're looking for a change of resources, dynamic exchange of resources here, with that Uranus and Taurus in the 7th house here. So I see within relationships you may have shakeups in money, in finances. So you're gonna go through those changes here. So hope this resonates for you, Gemini. And now we're on to Cancer. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, Hestia, and Persephone be present in this reading. What does Cancer need to know for this week and for the moon in Taurus? All right, Cancer. In the core position, you have the Prince of Discs. The waxing position, you have 3 of Cups reversed. The waning position, 4 of Pentacles. And finally, the shadow we have the Five of Swords. We have the Five of Swords here. So what's culminating for you right now? What's culminating for you right now, Cancer, is the Prince of Discs here. So I see you've been working hard here. This is that. So I see, Cancer, you've been going through that that Mercury in retrograde. That Mercury in retrograde energy here. So I feel like here you've been doing a lot of reflecting, reflecting here. Maybe past energies, maybe past energies are coming in. Past thoughts are coming in for you right here. So what's going for you right now is the Prince of Discs. So I see Cancer, you're hard at work. You're bringing in the wealth. You want to bring in. You're focusing on bringing in the resources in stability into your life here, with the Prince of Discs here. Now, where this is coming from is the Three of Cups reversed here. And the key word here is abundance, but this is reversed here. So I feel like here. So Three of Cups also is community. I feel like you're you want to slim down on your community. Maybe like go. I see you, Cancer, are going inward here, with this. So it's like you're kind of closed off. You're kind of closed off from other people. So I see here that it may not be a time for you to celebrate. I feel like Cancer, you've been kind of pessimistic at this time here, with that Three of Cups reverse here. So where this is going towards is the Four of Discs here, and the key word here is powered. So I see Cancer, you're going towards conserving your resources. You wanna be secure, and go towards having structure in your life here. So you're heading towards that. So I see you conserving your resources, and budgeting, with that Four of Discs. Maybe a bit closed off, with that Four of Discs. So now, finally, we have the Five of Swords in the shadow position. So what's going on beneath the shadows is maybe a little bit of pessimistic thoughts. You may be feeling defeated. So I see it's not so much pessimism. It's more like you're changing your mindset here. So I feel like Cancer, you want to have that change of mindset here, and also want to gain clarity with the defeat here, with that Five of Swords here. So now I'm going to do the Moonology here. All right, Cancer. You got the answer. The answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. So, you know how, like I said, you with that Five of Swords, you're looking for that. You're looking for that clarity amongst the instability of your mindset here. So you so you're so the answers are coming to you. So you will have that. So you will have that resolution there, with that full moon in Gemini. So that communication is coming, and this is telling you to go inward here, with the full moon in Gemini. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. All right, so we have Pluto in Taurus in the 11th house here. So I do see within your community, you're trying to bring back feeling secure in your friendships, in your community, that sense of stability there, with the Pluto and Taurus in the 11th house here. So transforming that stability there, wanting to bring that stability back there with the Pluto and Taurus in the 11th house here. So hope this resonates for you, Cancer. Now we're on to Leo. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, Hestia, and Persephone. Be present in this reading. What does Leo need to know for this week for the moon in Taurus? All right, Leo. In the core position, you have the Four of Discs. In the waxing position, you have the Two of Wands reversed. The waning position, you have the Seven of Discs reversed, and finally, the Ace of Swords in the shadow position. All right, so what's going for you right now, Leo, is that you have the Four of Discs, and the keyword here is power. So I see Leo, you're building structure, you're building that discipline here, with the Four of Discs here, and it's also showing that you've been saving up, you've been resourceful, with that Four of Discs here. So also, do not be too greedy here, with that Four of Discs here. So it shows that you're in a secure position here. So where this is coming from is the Two of Wands reversed here, and the key word here is dominion. So what I see with this reverse here is that you don't know where you're gonna go next in life here. So I see Leo, you're caught in the crossroads, um, and seeing where your life is going to go here, with that two wands reverse here. So I feel like you're starting to know where you're gonna go, but it's not over, but it's not fully developed here. So Leo, you are in the crossroads. So this is why you're feeling kind of a bit closed off, a bit kind of like conserving things here, with that four of discs here. So Leo, I feel like you need to call on Hecate, on this, so you know where you're gonna go next on your life's journey here. So where this is gonna lead to is the seven of discs reverse here. So the keyword is failure. So I feel like with that seven of discs reverse here is that you're gonna grow impatient with the process, of going towards your life path, um, working towards the future here. So this is gonna cause frustration. This is gonna cause you to be, so you're gonna be like really focused on the results here instead of the process here. So it's important for you to be patient during this time here. So finally, in the shadow, we have the Ace of Swords. So this is you wanting clarity, wanting new. This is you bringing, desiring new ideas to come towards you, with that Ace of Swords. So this also brings you to a reflective state here, with the Ace of Swords. So it's telling you to stand on your own truth here, with that Ace of Swords. So now I'm going to do the Moonology here. All right, Leo. You got be bold and make the first move. So this is telling you to take control of your life. Be bold in choosing your life path. So this is telling you to choose your path, and make the first move. Take initiative is what I'm seeing here with that cardinal moon here. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. So we have Neptune and Taurus in the 12th house here. So So you do need to surrender any insecurities that you have, anything that brings you instability. You need to surrender that, and also have faith that you have faith in yourself, and in your self-love here, with that Neptune and Taurus in the 12th house here. So hope this resonates for you, Leo. And now we're on to Virgo. All right, Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, Hestia, and Persephone be present in this reading. What does Virgo need to know for the moon in Taurus and for this week? All right, Virgo, we have the Princess of Swords in the core position, 2 of discs in the waxing position, Fortune, 4 of Wands reversed in the waning position, and finally the Prince of Wands in the shadow position. So what's culminating for you right now, Leo, is that Virgo, is that you have the Princess of Swords here. So I see Virgo, you're in this reflective state. You're thinking, you're reflecting on the ideas that you have, the thoughts that you have, with that Princess of Swords here. So I see, Virgo, you have new ideas coming in, and you wanna bring those out in the forefront here, with the Princess of Swords here. So where this is coming from is the 2 of discs, and the key word here is change. So you want to bring your life into alignment. And I see that you've been getting your priorities in order, getting your being able to fly straight here. So I see you've been getting your priorities in order. You've been resourceful, in balancing out your energy, your time, and resources there, with the 2 of discs. And also you've been making decisions here. So this is leading to the 4 of Wands reversed here. So the key word here is success. Actually, the 4 of Wands reversed, which is the the keyword here is completion. I feel like you're heading towards having more structure in your life here, more completion, that stability there, with the four of wands reverse here, but it's gonna be a process. It's gonna be a process of you having that that structure. So it's important to be patient. You want to come towards completion here, but it's going to be a process. You need to. So this is where it's calling on you to reflect here. So finally, in the shadow position, we have the Prince of Wands here. So this is telling you to move. This is telling you to really go outward, expand outward, with that Prince of Wands energy here. So I do see that this is about expanding outward, taking that leap forward here, with the Prince of Wands here. So this is intense movement here. So this is telling you to be optimistic about where you're heading in life here, and to move forward here, with that Prince of Wands energy here. So now I'm going to do the Moonology here. All right, Virgo. You have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon Libra. So this tells you that that you'll be getting. So this is telling you to really connect with people, to really go out and to make friends. That'll help get this new romantic cycle going. So it's also telling you to bring alignment into your life here. Bring alignment into relationships here, with the new moon in Libra here. So I'm gonna do the astrology dice here. All right, so we have Jupiter in Virgo in the 4th house here. So I see you being able to maintain order in your household, and getting your priorities straight here. This is regarding that two of swords. I mean that two of discs energy here. So this is you like coming into having order into your home, into the hearth, with that in your physical space, with Jupiter and Virgo in the 4th house here. So hope this resonates for you, Virgo. I'm going to call for a 5-minute break to rest my voice, and I will be right back with Libra.
petrified of rejection? Would you try? Would you fly? Guided through the rain, you won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame. Learn to see the light by fighting through the pain. You won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame. From the ash you'll rise again. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. The silver line to the cloud. We all have a personal struggle. Now's the time, screaming loud. Guided through the rain, you won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame. Learn to see the light by fighting through the pain. You won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame. From the ash you'll rise again. It's never too late to change your fate. It's your life to choose, nothing left to lose. It's never too late. One life create. It's your life to choose, nothing left to lose. Guided through the rain, you won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame. Learn to see the light by fighting through the pain. You won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame. From the ash you'll rise Learn to see the light inside, inside. A phoenix from the flame. Have you lost all sense of direction? Obsessed over imperfection? Are you petrified of rejection? Would you try? Would you fly? Guided through the rain, you won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame. Learn to see the light by fighting through the pain. You won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame. From the ash you'll rise again. It's the light at the end of the tunnel. The silver line to the cloud. We all have a personal struggle. Now's the time, screaming loud. Guided through the rain, you won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame. Learn to see the light by fighting through the pain. You won't burn so bright. The phoenix from the flame.
Hello, everybody. I am back, and now we are on to Libra. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, Hestia, Persephone be present in this reading. What does Libra need to know for the moon in Taurus? Alright, Libra. You got the 4 of discs in the core position, the Tower in the waxing position, Queen of Cups in the waning position, and finally the 7 of discs reversed in the shadow position. All right, so what's culminating for you right now, Libra, is that you have the 4 of discs, and the key word here is power. So I see this is having structure in your life here, being resourceful, and showing discipline. With that 4 of discs here, so I see that you're staying your ground, with that 4 of discs. Now, where this is coming from is the Tower. So I see Libra, you've been going through a lot of shakeups, old structures falling, with the Tower. So this is you doing the rebuilding, building your own structure here. So you've been tearing down structures that have not been working out for you, but you're staying strong in a structure that does work for you, with that 4 of discs. Now, where this is heading is the Queen of Cups. So this is heading towards emotional maturity here, and the ability to give back. Also, to establish boundaries for you, with that Queen of Cups. So now, finally, in the shadow position, we have the 7 of discs reversed here. So, keyword here is failure. So I see deep down you feel frustrated about the process of rebuilding, and you just want to see the results here, with that 7 of discs reverse here. So this is causing you to be impatient, there. So now I'm going to do the Moonology here. All right, Libra. You got work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. So this is a time to for you to transform, to really so even though that you've come from tower moments, you also need to work through your fears, and just allow yourself to transform, allow yourself to change here, with the new moon in Scorpio here. So allow yourself to have a second chance in life. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. Alright, so we have Neptune in Aquarius in the 12th house here. So it's telling you to have faith in the changes in the changes that you're having in your life here, and just like, and the way you surrender is by being revolutionary, bringing more change into your overall life here, with the Neptune in Aquarius in the 12th house here. So hope this resonates for you, Libra. And now we're on to Scorpio. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, Hestia, and Persephone be present in this reading. What does Scorpio need to know for this week for the moon in Taurus? All right, Scorpio. You have the Four of Discs in the core position, Eight of Discs in the waxing position, Two of Swords in the waning, and finally the Princess of Swords in the shadow position. So what's culminating for you right now, Scorpio? This card has been popping up a lot in this reading here. So what's culminating for you right now, Scorpio, is that you have the Four of Discs. So I see you've been kind of conserving your resources, holding on to structure and control of your life here, with that Four of Discs here. So you've been maintaining that structure, and building structure in your life here. So where this is coming from is the Eight of Discs, and the key word here is prudence. So I see in this position, is that you're looking to master your craft, and it's also showing that you've been hard at work. You've been learning. So this is why that Four of Discs is coming in, is that you've been working hard. You've been You've been really mastering your craft here, with that eight of discs here. So where this is heading towards is that Two of Swords. So having peace in having that peace of mind here, and also I see you able to make decisions at this time here. So I see going ahead, you're gonna be making decisions, and I feel like you're gonna be at peace at making those decisions here. So finally, in the shadow position, we have the Princess of Swords here. So what's going on beneath the surface is that you've been reflecting. So the gods have been telling you to reflect, on these new ideas, and it's also telling you to learn, and learn new ideas, learn new things here, with that Princess of Swords here. So I see, Scorpio, you've been doing a lot of learning, and working here. So now I'm going to do the Moonology here. All right, Scorpio. You have take time to breathe out, disseminating moon. So this is telling you to take a step back and reflect here, so that you can have that, so that you can come to that peace of mind. So this is where that Princess of Swords energy is coming in, that Two of Swords here. So you can have that, so you can have peace in your life here. Just take time to breathe out. Do some reflection here, with the disseminating moon here. So so now I'm gonna do the astrology dice here. So we have Pluto in Gemini in the 5th house here. So I see in your downtime, in your times of pleasure. So this is transforming, having the transformation of bringing new ideas into your life, new thoughts, and learning new things here, with the Pluto and Gemini in the 5th house here. So I see you doing that on your downtime, Scorpio. So hope this resonates for you, Scorpio. And now we're on to Sagittarius. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, Hestia, and Persephone be present in this reading. What does Sagittarius need to know for this week and for the moon in Taurus? All right, Sagittarius. You got lust in the core position, Queen of Swords in the waxing position, Five of Swords in the waning position, and finally the Princess of Wands in the shadow position. Okay, Sagittarius. What's going for you right now is that we have lust here. So this is the equivalent to the strength card in Rider-Waite Smith. So so I do see so this is about bringing strength into your life, having that sense of confidence, power, and charisma in your life. So you have, so Sagittarius, I see you've been building confidence. Your planet is in the sign of Leo, by the way. So Jupiter is in Leo. So I see Sagittarius, you're showing confidence. You're showing confidence in yourself here, and in playing to your strengths here, with lust here. So where this is heading is the Queen of Swords here. So I do see, Sagittarius, is that you've been fighting for your truth, in what you believe, and you've been victorious about that. So I do see here that you're fighting, that you've been fighting for your truth, steadfast on the truth here, with that Queen of Swords here. So I do see that you're that you're feeling confident in your ideas, in your ideals, with that Queen of Swords. Now where this is leading to is the Five of Swords defeat. So what I see with this is that your mindset is going to change. It's not necessarily that you're going to feel defeated. It's just that you're going to be in a war of words. So you need to cut through the confusion. That Queen of Swords will help do that here. So you fighting for the truth, will get you towards that, get you towards mental conflict, but you want to have that clarity here. So now finally, in the shadow, we have the Princess of Wands here. So what's going on beneath the surface, and what are you desiring here is inspiration. You wanna bring inspiration into your life here, and to start things, to take initiative, to go outward here, with the Princess of Wands. So now I'm gonna do the Moonology here. All right, Sagittarius. We have new moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. This is also telling you to come into community, to really start fighting for your truth, and also don't come off detached here. So it's telling you to contribute into your life here, to contribute to the cosmos here, with that new moon in Aquarius here. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. All right, so we have Saturn in Taurus in the second house here. So this is telling you to be resourceful here. So also during this time, it's telling you to be resourceful. It's telling you to be disciplined in your finances, and to bring that stability into your finances here, and your values here, with that Saturn and Taurus in the second house here. So hope this resonates for you, Sagittarius. And now we're on to Capricorn. Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, Hestia, and Persephone, be present in this reading. What does Capricorn need to know for the moon in Taurus and for this week? All right, Capricorn. You've got the Nine of Wands in the core position, Seven of Discs reversed in the waxing position, Seven of Cups in the waning position, and finally the Princess of Discs in the shadow position. All right, so what's culminating for you right now, Capricorn? Is that you have the nine of Wands, and the keyword here is strength here. So I do see that this is overcoming challenges here. So I see for you, Capricorn, you're facing challenges here, and it's telling you to be resilient, to be strong through those challenges here, with the Nine of Wands. Now, where this is coming from is the Seven of Discs reversed here. So I see you've been feeling kind of frustrated with the process of life, and a little bit impatient of how life is going for you, with that seven of Discs reverse here. So what I see with this energy is that it's tough to see. It's like watching paint dry on a wall, with that Seven of Discs reversed. So I see you want to see results of what you're doing, but you're frustrated with the process, with that Seven of Discs reversed. So now where this is heading towards is the Seven of Cups. The key word here is debauchery. So I see in this position where you're heading towards is maybe like feeling detached, feeling kind of elusive emotions. So you may be going towards fantasizing and looking towards what is ideal for you, but is unrealistic here, with the Seven of Cups here. So finally with the shadow, we have the Princess of Discs in the shadow position. So I see in this position is that you want to you want to see results. You want to see opportunities coming in for you here, with the Princess of Discs here. So you can't have that. So you can't have that control over your life here, with that Princess of Discs here. So now I'm going to do the Moonology here. So it's going to be a challenging time for you, Capricorn, but be resilient. Alright, Capricorn. You got a fiery climax approaches full moon in Aries. So this is where it goes towards that Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands energy is that you're going towards a culmination point. And it's a bit challenging here. So I do see that you're on the brunt of challenges. So it's important for you to have that strength there, with the full moon in Aries. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice. So we have Pluto in Capricorn in the 7th house here. So I do see that this is about reestablishing control, reestablishing structures in relationships with other people here. So I see, Capricorn, you want to have that control. You want to have that structure again within your relationships, within the people that you connect to, with the Pluto in Capricorn in the 7th house here. So hope this resonates for you, Capricorn. And now we're on to Aquarius. So Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, Hestia, and Persephone be present in this reading. What does Aquarius need to know for this week and for the moon in Taurus? All right, Aquarius. You have the Queen of Swords in the core position, Ace of Wands in the waxing position, Seven of Wands in the waning position, and finally the Two of Swords in the shadow position. So, what's culminating for you? What's culminating for you, Aquarius? Is that you have the Queen of Swords here. So this is your energy. This is your energy coming in here. So we have the Queen of Swords here. So, what's culminating for you? Right now is that you're fighting for your truth here. You're cutting through the bullshit. So this brings you this gives you the ability to really to really to really show discernment and to see the truth in every situation, in every word said here. So this is you cutting through the bullshit of life here, and where this is coming from is the Ace of Wands. So this is where you're feeling fired up, where you're feeling inspired here. So while you're cutting through the bullshit, you're feeling inspired, inspired to start something, to take initiative here, with that Ace of Wands here. So this is about taking initiative for you, Aquarius, with that Ace of Wands. So now, where this is heading towards is the Seven of Wands. So this is you standing your own ground, and fighting for what you believe here, and just being confident in yourself here, with that Seven of Wands here. So finally, in the shadow position, we have the Two of Swords here. So keyword here is peace. So this is you wanting to have that peace of mind, to have a balanced mindset, to really weigh out the pros and cons of every situation here, with that Two of Swords here. So now I'm going to do the Moonology here. All right, Aquarius. You have the full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. So this is telling you to look outward, and to be optimistic about the future, to look outward here. So so it's telling you to have faith in the future, to really see things from from an expansive perspective, with the full moon in Sagittarius here. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice. All right, so we have the sun in Gemini in the 9th house here. So what I see with the sun in Gemini in the 9th house here is that overall is that you're gonna be learning. You're gonna be looking at new ideas coming in, communication. So I see the energy here is that you're gonna be focusing on communication, the thoughts coming in here. So I see your progress here is that you're gonna be learning here. So hope this resonates for you, Aquarius. And now finally we're on to Pisces. So Nyx, Selene, Artemis, Hecate, Apollo, Hestia, and Persephone be present in this reading. What does Pisces need to know for the moon in Taurus and for the rest of the week? All right, Pisces. You have the Princess of Discs in the core position, Four of Swords in the waxing position, the Empress reversed in the waning position, and finally the Knight of Discs in the shadow position. All right, so what's coming for you right now, Pisces, is that you have the Princess of Discs here. So I see that you're looking towards opportunities that will bring you wealth, that will bring you plentiful resources here, and stability here, with the Princess of Discs here. Now, where this is leading to is the Four of Swords, which the key word here is truce. So this is about you've been taking a step back and reflecting and pausing here, with the four of swords here. So I see you've been taking a step back with pausing. You've been going inward, and trying to stabilize your mind, with the Four of Swords here. So where this is heading towards is the Empress reversed. So in this energy, this is telling you to focus on your own abundance, your self-love, what can you bring to yourself here. So that's what I'm seeing here. So So you're gonna be focusing on self-love, on what what is an abundant within yourself here. So I see this is gonna be about self-care for you, um, the week ahead here, with the Empress reversed. So now finally, in the shadow position, we have the Knight of Discs reversed here. So I feel like, Pisces, you want to go you want to you are on the progress of having stability for yourself here. You are making that progress here. You are doing the work here, with the Knight of Discs here. So this is, to me, that worker bee, that Virgo energy coming in. So you are focusing on that work here. So I'm gonna do the Moonology here. All right, Pisces. You got New Moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success here. So this is all about building confidence for yourself here, Pisces. Have that confidence in yourself here, so that you can have that success here. So you've been doing the reflecting. You've been doing the hard work here. It's just that you need to have that confidence in yourself. So this is where we're working on your self-love. Will in the future will get you here, with that new moon in Leo. So now I'm going to do the astrology dice here. Alright, so we have the South Node in Virgo in the 9th house here. So the lessons here is that the lesson forward is that do the self work, is what I'm seeing here with the South Node in Virgo in the 9th house here. So doing the self work, doing the healing here, with the South Node in Virgo in the 9th house here. So hope this resonates for you, Pisces. And that concludes tonight's All Signs. And I hope that resonates with everybody. If you guys like this stream and you want to see more streams like this and content like this, please remember to like and subscribe to receive notifications of future streams and future content. Click the notification icon to receive those notifications. Also check out Astro-Ascension-Tarot.com to sign up for a private reading from me. I do tarot readings for $55 and astrology readings for $115. I conduct those readings on Zoom, and my hours are from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So you can sign up on my website for there. So Also, check out StarCon 6. That's a tarot conference in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. And you can get your tickets on there. So, and I will be there. So, once again, thank you guys for watching. Loving. Now I close the Celestial Temple, and hope you guys have a good rest of your night. I'll see you all later. And blessed be. Love and light to you all.